Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we're taking it step by step as Hera, playing as the Malians in blue, prepares to take on the Viper, playing as the Romans in yellow. And while the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings with sheep and with scout, and try to go up to Feudal Age as fast as possible, let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. The Malians, classified technically as an infantry civilization, but man, oh man, is that an understatement. To start with, yes, units produced in Malian barracks do get extra Pierce armor for free, starting in Feudal all the way up to +3 Pierce armor for free in Imperial. And the Malian unique unit is the Gebetto, a quick infantry unit with a strong ranged melee attack, but terrible HP and 0 base armor of any kind. If you're having a bit of a tough time imagining that unit, think the Frankish throwing axeman, but female and throwing a kapinga instead of an axe. Now, beyond their infantry, Malian cavalry can actually be upgraded to get a massive +5 attack boost, which is amazing because even though they don't have hussars or paladins, with this upgrade, Malian cavaliers do have a higher attack than paladins, and their light cavalry and camel riders are some of the strongest in the game. Now, if instead you choose to go the archer route, know that you'll have plenty of wood to build your army, since all Malian buildings except farms cost 15% less wood. In order to help the Malians build their military as fast as possible, their gold miners do drop off 15% more gold, their universities work 80% faster, and their villagers are harder to raid because the Malians can actually upgrade these guys, their town centers, to fire 8 arrows when not garrisoned and up to 18 arrows when fully garrisoned, compared to the usual 10 fired by a generic town center. Now, on the other side of this shaded pond, we'll zoom out and scroll all the way across so you can see the map we're playing on. Not exactly Arabia today. You have the Romans, the new kids on the block, a mixed land-based naval civilization with a few very strong unit features that make them potentially very dangerous in the later stages of the game. To start with, their infantry receive double the effect of blacksmith armor upgrades. I hope we get to see that. We'll point it out on the top right of our screen if we do. They have access to the Legionary. This is a tanky, well-armored infantry unit that replaces their two-handed swordsmen and champions. Comes with a pretty decent attack bonus against other infantry units. Not quite the Aztec Jaguar warrior, but +4 is pretty damn good. Now, to make their infantry even deadlier, the Romans can turn to a second unique unit, the Centurion. This is a heavy cavalry unit that actually increases the movement speed and attack speed of any militia line units within its radius. And I hope, again, we get to see that. Remember, guys, this game is being played unranked. This is not on ranked ladder because the Romans, as of the recording of this particular game, are not yet on ranked ladder, although any moment now the developers have promised us that they will be. Now, to overwhelm their opponents on the field of battle, the Romans can actually upgrade their entire militia line, their entire knight line, and their Centurion units to train faster and come with a actual small charge attack, similar to the Burgundian Custilier and the Urumi swordsman. Although, unlike the Urumi, I don't think these guys, their trample damage does, or their charge attack does trample damage. Now, to back up their armies, this is one of my favorite things about the Romans. They have one of the deadliest scorpions in the game. Not only do these units cost a lot less gold, think Schlachter for scorpions, but you don't have to research anything. They cost 30 gold. That's not enough. Their minimum range is lowered from 2 to 1. They can be upgraded to fire faster, and they're the only scorpions in the game to benefit from ballistics, which means they can track your units, kill them on the move. Now, to help a player get to the later stages of the game, get all those juicy Roman benefits, and maintain the might of the Roman Empire, Pax Romana, villagers gather resources and build and repair structures 5% faster than generic villagers. Wolf getting trapped here by the Romans. We'll call him Romulus. We'll see if the Viper decides to trap another wolf. Would be quite poetic if he does. For the moment, though, trying to block with the scout. Is he? I mean, okay. Kind of running alongside the boar for a second there, but a lot of parables being... Oh my god. The other wolf. Remus. Is he going to get walled off as well? So pretty excited to watch this match. Not only is it Hera versus the Viper versus Hera, in what I believe because somebody in the comments will definitely say something. I believe in their colors of choice, but to see the Malians, which are just such a powerful civilization, having such a great run recently against the Romans, like I said, the new kids on the block, a lot of people discussing this civilization, and the community is split down the middle. You have some people who absolutely think they are going to be terrible and hate them, that it is just a cash grab, and there's other people who are absolutely in love with them, thinking they are going to be such a fun civilization to play. For now, though, it is the Viper. Oh, the Civ gets so many infantry benefits, Scorpion, so of course, naturally, he is going ranged units. Looks like he did delete and released the wolf over here. The wolf over here. We are managed to catch the deletion, but how poetic is it that the Viper trapped these two wolves? That's the last I'm going to say about that. In any event, let's see how much of the players, each other's bases they've seen. The Viper has discovered Hera. Hera has discovered the Viper, and let's zoom out. We are, as I mentioned, on Shaded Pond. Take a look at this. This is basically what? African clearing with all the wood around the edge, but you start with a town center, and instead of baobab trees, elephants, and a lot of sand, there is a big lake in the middle with not a lot of food, 2,800, and one juicy relic. How many others are there on the map? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 total relics. 4 up for grabs unless you want to invest in a navy. Viper moving in here with his scouts, sees a lot, gets shooed away by enemy archers. And no, by the way, one cool feature about this map, no direct attack path from one base to another. You have to go around the lake. This is giving me Hideout vibes. Except unlike in Hideout, where one part of the... What the hell is going on here? A scout is attacking a villager while the villager attacks the wolf, while the wolf attacks the villager. Oh, man. What the hell did we just witness? Anyway, I mentioned this is like giving me Hideout vibes with these two angles of attack, except in Hideout, you usually have one that's longer, one longer route to your enemy and one shorter route to your enemy. In any event, we have the Romans 25 villagers, the Malians 25 villagers. We'll see how these civs stack up against each other. Like I said, the Malians having a bit of a boom recently in terms of success rate. That extra pierce armor on their infantry makes them so powerful. That extra Farimba +5 attack on their cavalry makes them so powerful. Their gold bonus, which I believe is being nerfed to 10% instead of the 15 that it is right now at the time of recording this video. We'll see what kind of effect that has, but they are these are two civs that might be tough nuts to crack here. We'll see. Hera realizing, why the hell am I running away from 2 skirmishers with a scout? I can just enter into their minimum range. There is no way they can attack me. Immediately gets one. Will he get a second? Or will this scout catch him in delecto... what is it? What's the expression? Delecto flagrante? Loses an archer, but loses a scout. Does the other 2 HP on this scout, means he has to run away. At the same time, the Viper being so annoying here with 5 archers. This house has been has lost 21 massive HP. This archer has taken some damage, I believe, from the town center, which is currently garrisoned with an archer, 2 archers, and a skirmisher, which now leave and head north. Okay, so both players kind of tickling each other a little bit with some arrow fire. Let's take a look. Hera has managed to kill 1 villager of the Vipers. I believe that was the one down here at this part of the map earlier with the wolf attack. That was pretty damn bonkers. The more crazy, the more bonkers it is, the more obviously I have to zoom in on it. Let's take a look at resources, which we didn't do. Primary gold. A little... I don't even know what the forward-facing part of this base is, to be honest. This kind of looks at the central location. This Tetris piece looks very forward. This Tetris piece looks forward. This Tetris piece looks forward. I love this by Hera, by the way. Double-sided attack on the gold mine. The Viper's primary gold also in a forward position. Secondary gold. A lot of his resources are in a forward position. The only thing he's got is this other... Man, a lot of Tetris pieces on this map in this one backwards position. And like I said, like African clearing, the forests are on the edge, although this kind of looks thicker than African clearing, no? Let me know. I think African clearing is like 3 2 or 3 deep. This looks what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deep. Got a market here. Hera discovers it. He knows these units are coming from somewhere, even though he hasn't seen. He knows when 5 archers show up here to the south. Oh my god, 5 is now 7. He knows something's up. And despite all the chatter on the forums about the Roman villagers being so superior to every other villager, it is Hera, our Malian, off the back of 35 villagers, who is heading up to castle first, while the Viper invests significantly in archers. 12 archers. He still needs 200 food until he can get his butt up to castle age. Hera defending his eastern flank. Not a lot of archers, but the Viper doesn't have a lot of archers here either. Most of the 12 are down here, and they're trying to kill villagers. They get a villager. Finally gets his first villager kill of the game. At the same time, though, Hera does lose an archer here. So, good amount of pressure from our Roman, who's now also going up to castle. This is where, in my opinion, the Romans are going to peak. This is going to be a very interesting few minutes here before the players get up to castle age. Let's see what kind of infrastructure they're planning on building. I mean, archers attacking houses, not exactly the fight night prime time action. The the Viper's entire expeditionary force here has died. 1 archer moving forward to get into that range, make sure he doesn't miss, and that is all she wrote. 10 archers will become 10 crossbows in a second. But let's see if we can see what they want to build. Where did the market go here? So we've got an archery range. Made himself at home with a blacksmith. Continuing with town center, did manage to get a whole bunch of these archers. At the same time, Viper, not too sure what the point of this is. This kind of separates your base from the... I guess he doesn't want to run by this way, but you've got a tower. In any event, securing his gold. See if he goes... if that's on purpose. Wonder why he built a tower behind the gold and not over here in front. In any event, it looks like the Viper's aggression to the west of Hera's base is now over. Archers have to run away, especially when they have only half their HP. And he built this beautiful little Hadrian's wall over here, but unfortunately, Hera's attacking from the right side. 8 crossbows and a skirmisher. Botkin going up for the Viper. Botkin already researched for our Malian, who now decides to destroy that farm. FU to that farm in particular, and we're going elite skirmishers. He's got 5 skirmishers, 6 archers does the Viper. Who lamed these? Was it the Viper or Hera? The Viper is retreating. The good news for the Viper is this infrastructure is safe for now. There's nothing archer units can do to this. Not in the immediate future. They're going to take a while to destroy those structures. And here we go, Hera with a better unit, but the Viper for a split second with more of a shittier unit until these reinforcements show up. Hera kills 5 units, decides to back away. The wall again. I think this wall is going to hinder the Viper's movement as opposed to keep him safe. Elite skirmishers moving on up to join these archers. I could have sworn I saw him researching crossbow. Was he not researching crossbow here? Guess he decided to cancel it. Going for a second town center. Our Malian, by the way, on a second and a third. Villager count 49 to 39. So it is our Malian. Oh, you know, based on this, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's Hera who lamed these deer. I'm going to try to remember to put a picture in picture. Just if you're wondering why the hell 5 minutes ago you saw a picture in picture of a few deer being killed, it is because I am curious. Okay, padded armor, leather archer armor rather, being researched. So he's going ranged. Is our yellow Roman. And now, look at Hera returning the favor. 15 army supply to 14, but villager count getting a little bit out of control here for our Malian. Viper returning the favor. Forget an eye for an eye. He says a farm for a farm. Oh, Siege Workshop stuck at 24.44%. Not to get too specific, and this tower just out of reach. Elite skirmishers will be able to shoo this away, though. So both players taking an interesting approach where they're dividing their ranged units. Not exactly the strongest units in the world. At this point, more of a disruptive force. and I say disruptive to the economy than anything else. But here we go, Malian Knights, no attack upgrades, 1 armor upgrade, and Hera's returning home with that force. What's he going to do with this one? Viper building a 3rd town center as well. Okay. Continues to be annoying. Great upgrades on these guys, but against 3 knights? Oh no. Oh noes. This is bye-bye for the Viper's entire offensive force. Manages to get 1 knight just by sheer virtue of how many. No, Hera, why are you moving in with crossbows? Oh, took an unnecessary shot there. Doesn't really need them. And now the Viper's entire offensive force is done, but he's got his siege workshop up. And scorpions! We're gonna get to see scorpions out of the Romans. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. This is going to be so much fun. I hope he commits the scorpions. I mean, don't get me wrong. Scorpions are scorpions, easily countered by mangonels, onagers, heavy cavalry, especially Malian cavalry, again with Farimba, the +5. But we don't care who wins or loses here. Not exactly a gambling esport is Age of Empires at the moment. We want to have a super fun game, and we want to see exactly all the features that the developers felt were important to include in the Romans, which their ballista units, their scorpions, their heavy scorpions are definitely one of them. Another town center. Man, both players expanding their economies, but the Viper a little bit later, which means he's down 17 villagers. Still, Hera, I'm wondering why he hasn't sent just even 1 knight. He's seen this. Just send 1 knight, send a message to your opponent. Destroy that infrastructure, maybe a ram, something. What are the players building? Let's take a look. 1 barracks, 2 archery ranges, and a stable against 1 barracks, 1 archery range, no stable, and a 4th scorpion on the way. Oh, elite skirmishers have to get the hell out of here. +2, not bad. And there it is. We've got ballistics. Ballistics on scorpions. Monk going for the relic. This map must absolutely suck for the Lithuanians. There are only 4 relics on land, and then you have to work your butt off to get this 4th or 5th one. I say 4th or 5th because who knows how many relics you've collected as the Lithuanian. In any event, the harder it is to collect relics, the worse it is for the Lithuanians, is my point. Ballistics done. These scorpions are going to zero in on anything Hera has, but look at what Hera has. It's a lot. I don't know that this is enough of a force here from the Viper. 5 scorpions, only 4 of them here. 1 monk should shoo away the knights. Let's watch them in action with ballistics. At least bring a villager to repair. Loses 1, deletes them. Death is better than captivity, says Hera, taking a very Roman approach. And I've got another little force here moving out. Oh, man. Hera either didn't notice or didn't care. Siege workshop for him. Another double whammy of stables. What has he gone up to? 3. So he's going to go Farimba, of course, because Bloodlines, Chain Barding Armor. I mean, that's obviously horsey upgrades. Or maybe camels. We'll see. Look at these guys snaking their way up. Oh my goodness. 213 HP out of 420. They're at half HP. He is incredibly lucky that these scorpions are over here. Otherwise, if they were here, these crossbows would be in serious trouble. These guys with 7 pierce armor, basically immune from crossbow fire. Although, like I said, I would have loved to see some infantry. I would have loved to see some villagers here. And the Viper has parked himself over here. Not too sure what the point of... Oh. There we go. Like I said, scorpions are still just scorpions. 2 of them die immediately. A 3rd? Okay, tries to predict the direction. But yeah, a 3rd is going to die. Of course is going to die. Oh, I wanted to see these guys in action so bad. Hera. You know what they say. Age of Empires casters plan, and Hera laughs. He is going up to Imperial about 15 seconds ahead of his opponent, but here we go. Movement speed, 0.65. Movement speed, 0.96. Even so, he stops, tries to get a shot off at the skirmisher, instead loses one of his units and the Viper defending his left flank. Ooh, is he going to try to push down the right? Look at this. Hera moving forward. How many villagers? 10 villagers. Random wild horse sees it all. Army supply 20 to 10. Hera villagers 122 to 91. Housed at 150 supply. Very middle of the road castle here for our blue Malian, who is now seeing the castle on the other side of the map. This is a lot of infrastructure going down for our Roman. Barracks. Is he going to go? He's going squires. Are we going to see legionnaires? Oh, legionaries rather. Oh no. I wanted to see Scorpion play so bad, but every time he comes out, even every time the Viper pokes his head out from his base, he just gets absolutely destroyed by knights, by mangonels, by anything that Hera has, who's now, by the way, taking the stone with 10 of these villagers. So is he planning a castle push? Okay. I did not notice that the Viper, in the meantime, has penetrated into the shaded pond. And now he is building Dramans. I love it. I thought we were going to get to see legionaries, especially based on these upgrades he's getting. No, we are. Scorpions one at a time. Oh no. I mean, fantastic. We get to see them. Look at that. Look at them with ballistas. With ballistas. Oh my god. I know this game, I swear. With ballistics. But 0 Scorpions left. Legionary 45 seconds away. Dramans are out. Hera's base. Oh, oh, we're gonna go to see the whole kit and caboodle. Are we gonna get to see a Centurion as well? No, he is going knights. Our Roman. Why is this guy moving like molasses in what's the expression? Like molasses in June? In January? Treb is out. 2 Dramans circling around here. I mean, you're attacking villagers? Okay, I thought he was attacking the mining camp. I was going to ask why not the military structures. But there they are, the legionaries. Look at them. What a beautiful... And by the way, take a look. Oh, please don't die. I want to point this out. Take a look at their armor upgrades. They've got +2 for anyone else. But look at them, +4. That's what it means to have double the blacksmith armor upgrades. Base attack of a 12 makes them pretty tanky. A castle here finally will be able to start, I don't know, tickling away at that infrastructure. Surprised Hera's not building. Okay, never mind. Malian Cavaliers +7 for Rimba. I love this upgrade. The Viper just doesn't have enough. 15 army supply. And 5 of that is Dramans. So they're good. On the water. Oop. So wing and a miss for that Draman as Hera just shows up with 29-34 total. Malian Cavaliers. And this is just not enough Roman. The Romans are getting overwhelmed. 2 Trebs destroyed a town center. Aggressive castle placement there from our Malian, and I don't know how long our Roman can last. 9 halberdiers. Okay, 13 halberdiers. 13 halberdiers isn't bad, especially with a town center to back it up. More barracks. Building 4 at a time, but 13 has become 6. 6 has become 4. And this is just too much Malian, even though, again, the Dramans on the... I love this. Look at this blockade, this... not blockade, this bombardment. Sorry, I have yesterday's game in my brain in terms of blockade, but no, now he's losing villagers. Cav archers, Viper's just building whatever the hell he can at this point. And we saw for a brief moment the Scorpions. We saw for a brief moment the Legionary. And unfortunately, oh no. What do you do? And look at Hera getting ballistics for what? For what? I don't think ballistics affects Gebettos, does it? Oh, Raiders to the north. Penetration through the center. Castle through the east. 3 trebs, 7 trebs for our Malian. I don't know why the game took me there, but here we go. The Viper is masked up. 16 halberdiers, 6 Dramans. He's getting the castle with the Draman. Remember, they come with a big old attack bonus, plus 135 against buildings, but it is not enough. Holy moly, the Cav Archers are here. Produced, no doubt, from here. Any kills? 0 kills. So he produced them, forgot about them, and they did nothing. 2 Trebs besieging this castle here. What an absolutely epic game out of our Malian. Holy moly, the Viper. You wonder why he tried to put on so much pressure in the earlier game. The Malians, again, one of those civilizations, like I said, the late game civs that just get up and running and then very hard to stop them. Imagine Poles with Schlachte. Imagine just Mongols late game. This is the Malians. Gebettos running amok. You've got Lycav. By the way, look at the attack on the Lycav. 14 attack, plus 7 with that Farimba. And then you still have 23 Cavaliers. Hera's economy is just massive. Viper didn't do enough damage. I was so hopeful that we were going to see... I mean, look, we got to see ballistics on Scorpions here for like a split second. When he moved his army all the way down here, that Mangonel came out and just wrecked them. And then when his army was over here somewhere, and the Knights just came and wrecked them, and then he got Legionaries out, but the Cavaliers came and wrecked them. If the Viper had done what he did 2 or 3 minutes earlier, we would have had such a bonkers game potentially. But no, it is Hera, quicker on the draw, who manages to just destroy the Roman settlement here. Let's take a look at the stats. Look at the kill count, 169 to 84. Literally more than double. Literally more than double. 69 for all you meme lords out there. Villagers killed to 18. 47 halbs, 67 cavaliers. This is not a surprise to anyone. Hera actually with less peak APM than the Viper by 1 action per minute. Interesting. 3 relics for our Roman, 1 for our Malian. But take a look. Let's see what's going on here. A little bit more wood, about 1,000 more wood. Food, about 6,000 more food. Almost double the gold. Holy sh! And 3 castles worth more of stone. That's what happens when you have this massive economy. By the way, when did he get Farimba? Because you guys know I love missing things. There it is, Farimba at the 39-minute mark. Wow. Long swordsman. Where's the legionary icon? Where is it? Man, this stuff, this overlay, I love Capture Age, but my brain can't handle this. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. I don't know, in this mess of icons. For some reason, I have trouble with that chart. But in any event, like I said, if the Viper could have done what he did 2 or 3 minutes earlier. By the way, look at this. Look at the Viper's vision. Isn't this bonkers? Shaded pawn my butt. No shade here. He sees everything with these Dramans who have cleared out all of Hera's beachside property, beachfront property. No more vacations for these Malian villagers on the shaded lake here. They have to go into the forests with mosquitoes and bears and wolves. Oh my. And it is our Malian who ends up surrounding to the west, surrounding to the east with this castle, which would, by the way, would eventually go down. What's the firing rate on these 8? So not the quickest killing, not the quickest destruction of a castle with only 135 bonus against a structure with a 4,800 HP, but definitely would have gone down. Or maybe Hera would have sent some of these villagers to repair. Who knows? Neither here nor there. His villagers are here taking the Viper's gold. And overall, wow, the Malians just overwhelming our Roman. And we got to see amazing things. Actually, we got to see the Dramans, which we do still see. I don't know if you noticed, there's actually a mangonel, a catapult on the front of this ship. I'm trying to find one where it's easy. There it is. It doesn't actually move. It's not animated, but you can see there's a little mangonel, a catapult in the front of the ship. We got to see ballistics on scorpions. We got to see legionaries, all for just a brief, shiny moment. And then the Roman Empire collapsed under the might of the Malian incursion, and Farimba proved too much for Gaius Julius Viper. And it is Hera who takes the W. But wow, what a fun matchup. GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.